have like a baby version of your energy drink over there.
This is a Subaru cup.
Pick up your energy drink.
This is from so many moons ago. I think we might have done the last CJ video when I had this out loud.
Why is it still here? Don't drink it!
It tastes like it's been here that long. What's going on, ChavezzSlovakia? It's your boy Chavez here. This is my wife.
I'm pretty sure that is radioactive.
I don't know if it can do that.
You're gonna grow a third leg.
It's just like the new bread that like doesn't decompose.
Oh my God.
All right. How you guys doing? I think the last time we were here for a CJ video, it was actually, what fucking video was it?
It wasn't the video that made people mad. It was the other one.
It was, yeah, it was after Constantine.
Who?
The guy, Constantine from Invincible.
Conquest.
It was after that.
Conquistadora.
Yeah, it was a good one. After the Death Note. Solo leveling! Man, everything that's been coming out has been stuff that we were supposed to go watch. And I'm happy to see that this is not one of them. Angstrom Levy, he's got his brain on his head. What is happening? He had no choice but to be a villain or a really punk-ass superhero. I don't know who he is or where he's from. Let's get into it. Play the video.
I don't care who you are,
where
you're from,
what are you doing?
Well, because you were like, I don't know who he is or where he's from. And then
oh my God, come on. It's one of those days for you, huh?
I feel like we've seen him somewhere before.
What the hell you see him from?
Look at his mother and his baby brother
Yeah.
and said, stick him up.
What do you mean, yeah?
Him. He's quite literally watching Mark get jiggy with Eve right now. Multiple cities
From
destroyed,
Invincible.
hundreds of
I
thousands
can
are
see
dead.
that.
And it's all
You don't
because
remember
of him.
When have we ever seen this face?
Dead. And it's
Now don't
all
play me. That man has not been in the show. What do you mean, yeah? What part?
We literally stopped, like they introduced him and then we stopped watching.
He didn't look like that. We missed a couple chapters.
He did look like
What the hell is wrong with him?
because of him.
What's wrong with you? Nice
Ladies and gentlemen,
This video is going to have a ton of spoilers.
your mom has a ton of spoilers.
I'm just
How you feel about that? Huh?
It's
How you, feel, how
fine.
you like that?
It's fine.
Like that? Your mom's a spoiler? Huh? How does it make you feel?
She spoiled my whole life. So it's fine.
Listen here, okay? You didn't spoil her whole life. Spoiled it up until the part where I joined.
And I'm letting you know it's a bunch of spoilers.
Why are
in
you
here.
telling them that?
So when we're in here like, oh shit, when did that happen?
Don't act surprised.
Don't act surprised.
Yeah, I say it at the start that I don't want to know what's going on, and I watch the video anyways. That's bad enough. You don't have to rub it in.
y'all already know what time it is. It's trial time, baby.
Trial!
And not for any old regular character. Oh, hell no. This is a man that quite possibly should be put in the hating-ass Hall of
hideous.
Fame. And it is none other than the human ballsack megamind variant, Angstrom Levy,
Yeah.
the arch nemesis of Invincible. There is no man in existence that is
does he have
rivaling
two
this
different
man's hate
beards on?
for Invincible, because the lengths that this man goes to ruin this man's life is some of the wildest stuff
Oh,
you will ever
God.
see. Now, before we start, this trial's gonna work a little differently. So, at the end of this trial, there will be two options and one outcome. This man will either A, make the round table, or B, he will get that ass thrown in this motherfucker.
There we go. Pretty asylum.
Yeah, I'm
All
on
right.
that timing right now. No more, gotta skip my way into the round table now, fuck that. I'm putting
Right.
stipulations on this one because I'm feeling some type of way today. So,
Man, is it? He's also feeling some type of way. What's been going around? Are you guys all right? It's the rage serum. Put it in the water.
It's the rage.
we do the Angstrom trial.
So why does he look like that?
Brain just out.
Woo, man, Angstrom. Where do I even begin? Do I start with how he's the most ugly motherfucker to ever
Yes.
exist?
Ugly as
Or
hell.
talk about how this man is mentally fucking insane and has the biggest hate boner for Invincible the world has ever seen. Both. Now, to be fair to this human ballsack, Angstrom is a bit of a complex individual.
Okay.
And he wasn't always like this. You
Got a
see,
brain on his
our
back.
Angstrom
You remember that?
was actually a genius with, believe it or not,
that's right,
good
all of
intentions.
his
He wanted to
Yeah.
do things like cure cancer, promote
Yeah,
world peace, end
yeah.
world hunger, and of course, make Rockstar drop GTA 6. Now, obviously, these problems have not been solved in our world, but they have been solved in others. So since Angstrom had a power that could basically open gates to different dimensions, he decided to grab alternate versions of himself throughout the multiverse so he could combine all of their knowledge and put it in his noggin.
You don't have to do that. They got these things called books. They could just write them down.
It would take too long.
And then you could just read.
It would take too long to read all
You're
the
telling
books.
You're telling me you could build a machine that takes 1,000 brains, makes them into thought soup, then you can drink it in your skull. And you can't find an AI to summarize all that shit? That's what you're trying to explain to me? Because I don't believe it. These niggas just invent a library. What are we... Is that they're against libraries that much? That's crazy.
Thing went to shit. The night where he was doing the experiment to transfer all the memories in his brain, all the goody two-shoes Invincible came in to stop him. Now, Mark had no clue what was going on. All he saw was
a blind. Oh, Lord. That's a video.
Invincible came in to stop him. Now, Mark...
There's a video right here of a kid who's blind, and they let him play on the football team. That's why he looked like that, because he can't see. They talk about how motivational he is. You know what I'm saying?
All he saw was a big-ass machine and the Mauler twins. So Mark, logically thinking, was like, criminal scum, I'm taking you to jail.
Right.
So him and the Mauler twins started
Fine.
duking it out while Angstrom was trying to plead to him to make him understand. But Mark didn't listen to shit. So Angstrom sent out a bunch of alternate Mauler twins to subdue Mark. But these big blue bastards jumped the hell out of this man. They was piecing Mark's ass up, and they were about to kill him. So Angstrom decided he couldn't let this happen. So he rips off his helmet, and it ends up causing a chain reaction and blows up the entire machine, incinerating the Mauler twins and blowing up every alternate version of himself.
Yep.
Okay, let's do a little breakdown real quick. This nigga boomed all the blue buff niggas except for one, and there were like 12 of them. 10 right here, and the 2 from the main universe, and only one of them niggas live, so that's like 11 bodies. Then the thing that honestly has me confused is the state of his variants, because he boomed all those niggas. So like, does that count as mass murder or mass booming yourself? I don't know. I am generally perplexed.
I would say it's murder.
It's pretty much...
It's murder.
They're
individual people.
They have individual autonomy. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Individual thinking organism thingies.
Right.
I think that's
because he took himself, but from a different dimension, which means it's actually not himself.
It's not him. And they're self-aware. They know that it's not him.
Right.
Yeah.
Up and can't forget the property damage. But after all that, this is the incident that made Angstrom deformed and
so he looked ugly as hell
insane. This nigga started tweaking. And the reason why he was tweaking was because the process of getting everybody's memories worked. But obviously everything didn't go according to plan because everybody went boom, boom. So all of the memories just got jumbled together. And the memories that made him crash out was all from one man, none other than Mr. Mark Grayson, AKA... And the reason why is because every other version of Invincible is a menace to society. He put multiple versions of Angstrom through hell, and we got plenty examples. Example 1, Sinister Mark. This motherfucker pulled up on Angstrom and his son. Looked at his kid like he was a waste of oxygen. Then teleported right behind him, hand choking this little nigga by the neck. And Mark told him, "Oh, don't worry, man. I'll make it fast." Rips this little nigga's throat out right in front of Angstrom. Bro killed his kid with no remorse and no regret. Example 2, dogs out Mark. Angstrom and his wife in this universe are running away from another Invincible variant. And you could tell this is an evil version of Invincible simply off of the costume. Because what the fuck is this? Why are your toes out, nigga? This is a public...
I was about to say, bro, he got his little dogs out. He poked his dogs out, bro.
He said, I gotta let him breathe.
Gotta let him breathe, bro. I don't know what it is about all this evil shit, bro. I gotta get my toes out.
This is a public disturbance.
That's
like,
crazy.
Holy shit. He probably be hitting drive-bys on motherfuckers. He'll fly up to him, right? Make them smell his nasty-ass toes. Then they die on impact. This probably the evilest mark out of all of them. But anyways, he full-on swanton bombs the ground, sending a massive shockwave that ended up hitting Angstrom and his wife. And when bro woke up, he sees his wife shish kebab on his steak while he's over here bleeding out. Example 3, 5-star wanted level mark. In this universe, Angstrom was a detective, and him and some cops are trying to stop a 5-star wanted level mark. And this version wasted no time. He shreds the cops in front of him in half, then held old girl by the neck and popped her head like a balloon. And finally, example 4, executioner mark. He had these people in camps lined up in a line getting their head chopped off. You had to see the man.
All right, that's twisted. They do a lot of shit in this show that is brutal. That shit is twisted. That's crazy.
But if you get their head chopped off before he chopped off your head, that is insanely brutal. But after showing you some of these examples, we can clearly see that not all Angstroms were fans of Mark.
I can see that why they're not fans. I can understand the bias, but that's still prejudice. Unfortunately, that's
you can't judge all marks by
based off,
you can't judge one mark off the 99% of
the decapitation heads.
Oh my
That's
God.
a different place, bro. It's always funny to me when this happens in shows because, like, your crash out aside, that's how everybody feels about it.
Yeah.
And they just can't forget it. They're clutching their jewels.
You didn't have to say it like that.
And with all of those memories jumbled in his brain, this was a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, made him
and
racist.
From this day forward, Angstrom vowed to get his revenge on Invincible. And not the terrible...
He was watching all those World Star Hip Hop videos. He's just like, I just can't stand them. I don't know why it is. Well, yeah, man, you're subscribed to the anti-black Twitter page that shows black violent only images.
Yeah.
It's like the black tape from Yu Yu Hakusho, but y'all didn't learn anything from it. Like, hey man, knock, knock, knock. It's propaganda. Did we not figure this out? It's the most wild thing that somebody will watch a show and they'll put all the pieces together. That it happens in real life.
They don't, that doesn't apply.
You're co-opting the black experience to make people uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Incredible to watch in real time.
Evil variants that I just showed you. No. He wanted revenge on the one that didn't do shit. He hated the only good Mark.
Again, there's a racist watching Invincible going, why do they hate him? But he's the good one. I don't understand. And then in real life, they're like harassing people at the corner.
Do shit. He hated the only good Mark. Like, bro, that is crazy RNG. Out of all the ones, he chose the only good one.
Yeah, bro. Clip right there.
Like that's not what I thought you were gonna say.
What were you gonna say? It looks like you. It looked like a weird, like they be putting fucking villains in boxes in Star Wars all the time. They put them in plates and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's we'll stick with that one.
The ones he chose the only good one. Yeah, bro.
Brain
so
cities.
now with this, let's finally dive into Exhibit A, the home invasion. Now, this was some nasty timing by Angstrom. I'm not gonna lie to you. This man caught Mark lacking at the worst time possible. He caught his ass right after he just broke up with Amber. This man is heartbroken and emotionally cooked right now. So when he gets a call from his mom, he was like, oh, it's just my mom. But when he answers the phone, all he hears is, hello, Mark. I hope you're having a terrible day if it isn't terrible already.
It is terrible.
Hey, man, it's not going well. My face is fucked up. I had to let go of my day one. You know what I'm saying?
But anyways, let me cut to the chase. If you do not fly your ass over here to your house that I am conveniently in right now, I will boom your mother in this ugly ass purple little shit. TikTok.
Purple baby.
Lucky boy.
All right.
Yeah,
so
I ain't even gonna lie.
news.
Before we even go any further, this nigga's fucking insane. He broke into this nigga's house,
Damn.
looked at his mother and his baby brother and said, stick him up. Yeah, hell nah, dog. So off the rip, that's already home invasion, hostage taking, and shit. Add on extortion with it. Oh, and I can't forget, look at Oliver. This nigga Angstrom is about to boom a 3-month-old baby.
Aww.
That's a big ass 3-month-old. What you talking about? 3 months? Why is he so big?
He's an insect.
I forgot about that.
He's an insect. What's the bottom belly of those insects called?
A thorax?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's his
His thorax is quivering.
Ew.
No, child endangerment. This nigga really just went 4 for 4, 100% shooting in 30 fucking seconds, bro. Disgusting work. And guess what? It's gonna get worse from here.
Yeah.
So when Mark finally gets to his house, he sees this
When did he put on his
Angstrom in the
outfit?
corner,
always
chilling
had to
on
keep it
his
on.
couch, gripping his mama's face with them
Yeah,
dirty
that's
ass
crazy.
hands.
gotta
And you
be
wanna
better.
know what pisses me off even more? Ooh,
Huh?
nigga, get your dirty ass shoes off the couch, nigga! Oh my
That's
god!
fucking couch.
Dirty ass, stank ass, chopped
He
ass,
said,
black
"Fuck your
ass
couch."
neocortex. God damn it! You didn't even have the decency to take off your damn shoes when you came in the house, and then you gonna put them on the
Fuck
goddamn
your
couch?
couch,
Yeah,
nigga.
this is a sick individual.
And it's like extra rude because it's an Asian household.
Bro.
Like that's extra fucked
I
up.
done jumped into the Dave Chappelle of the whole weekend. Fuck your couch, nigga. Fuck your couch.
Damn shoes
That's
when you came in the
crazy.
house, and then you gonna put them on the goddamn couch? Yeah, this is a sick individual. So here go this sinister ass ball sack. He told Mark, hello Mark, I'm so glad you can make it. Me and your mother were getting acquainted, and I heard that she is newly single and ready to mingle. Is that true, Debbie? Mark, if you don't get this chop, motherfucker, bitch, shut the fuck up. Before I Chris Breezy your ass in front of
That's
your
not what he did.
kids. So Angstrom kept on yapping to
He didn't
Mark
do that.
about who he was and everything, and how Mark made him chopped for life. And Angstrom got so heated in
making
this
fun of this?
conversation.
I'm
Right?
sorry.
Who
I don't
was
know
who
who that is,
was
but I'm
that?
sorry. I
Why did we do
apologize.
that?
Because I feel bad because I instantly knew what point he was making when he made it. And I feel bad because you probably don't deserve that, I would
Right.
assume.
That was unkind.
Chris Brown may be a stalker and, fights women at his house, but he never broke their neck, held a 3-month-old hostage, right?
I don't think so.
Right?
I don't think so.
Okay. If we look this shit up, I'd be very upset at you, Chris.
He beats women and gay people, but I don't know about the.
He stalked
the
that one
babies.
girl, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Generally abusive, but I think he's fine with children.
See, I don't think he kidnapped a 3-month-old.
Right.
Yet, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That he started snatching Debbie's weave off and threw her and Oliver into the ground. And oh my God, look how that purple baby hit his head.
Yeah, they even
Oh,
drew it in. I
Lord.
noticed.
Yeah, nigga, that's assault and
I
child
noticed they
abuse.
drew in
so
the baby
Mark was
head
trying
in
to
the
plead
ground.
with bro, but bro said, nigga, you made me chopped. So now,
Okay.
I'm gonna kill your whole fucking
Okay.
family.
Damn. You know, plastic surgeons
So Mark got
exist.
pissed and tried to swing on Angstrom, but Mark fell for the bait. Angstrom already had a portal ready to send this man to another dimension, and he kept on
Hilarious.
trolling this nigga for like 30 minutes. He sent this man to I don't know how many universes, and every time he
Actual
would come
Batman.
back, he would see some traumatic shit. Prime example, Angstrom brings him back, and this nigga's just holding Oliver and talking like, hello, little purple nigga. Wow. You're actually purple. Man, all the other kids at school are gonna love you.
Nigga, you gay.
Nigga, did I just catch you on the B shit?
Nice catch.
Sweet Jesus, Lord have mercy.
I mean, he is a super baby, though. And so, and I am not being rude, but I am just saying, like, it's literally a super baby. Like, you're not going to toss it on the ground. It's going to be hurt. Like, he has a thorax.
He's still a
He has
baby.
He has a harder outer shell. He will be
He
okay.
almost got ripped in half by that other dude.
That was a superhero.
Oh, okay. This is a super villain.
But all he did,
Super salad.
maybe he's even light like ants are. Maybe he doesn't even hit the ground with the same force. You know what I'm saying? He'll be okay, lady.
This Angstrom chucked Oliver across the room. And I ain't gonna lie, I gotta give a shout out to Debbie on this
It was
heads
a
up
good
play.
catch,
She
bro.
see that little nigga Oliver about to go out of bounds, but
No,
what did she do?
really
Said,
was on
book
it.
it off the line.
He
Makes the
wow.
snag inbounds with
Who's that football
contact.
player?
There are quite a few, actually. And I hate to break it to you, I don't know all of their names.
But the one
Would you like to start in alphabeutical order? Could we just go down the
one
list?
we like. He's
Uh-huh.
on the Steelers.
Antonio Brown.
No! I said the one we like!
George
He's currently on the Steelers.
Pickens.
There we go.
He got traded. So the thing is,
What?
we picked up Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my God.
We
We
paid
picked up a
for
loser, an
DK
old
Metcalf.
loser.
And you know that safety that you really like, Fitzpatrick, the
Yeah.
older guy? So we traded him. I
To who?
think he went to like the Jets or
What
something.
the fuck?
Yeah.
So, okay. So,
Yeah, I
so
think
let
he's with the Cowboys.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean, we have to do this here.
So,
Yeah.
they let Russell Wilson get away.
Yep. We
They
have.
let that boy get away who was under Russell Wilson.
Sure did. He's, yeah. Jets
We
and
hired
Giants.
that old ass anti-vaxxer nigga.
He hangs out in dark rooms and takes ayahuasca in between
Yeah,
seasons.
that nigga.
Correct.
And then we also lost all of our best players
Traded them willingly to other teams.
for that old bug-eyed man.
And listen, I was rolling with them throughout all the... This is the first time in my life I have ever looked at the Steelers mad sideways. So I'm like, what is happening?
And now I have to play the video.
We might take the season off. I don't know.
I'm so mad.
True number one wide receiver right there. Tennessee Titans, make the fucking call, please. So some more time passes as Angstrom continues to terrorize the family and gets smacked by a Fortnite gun.
God damn.
It got to a point where
Jesus.
Debbie said, nah, I gotta fight back. I gotta get this chopped nigga out of my house.
Shoot
so
him.
she gets up and hits him over the head with
Hell
a vase.
yeah.
But bro felt nothing with that big ass cranium of his. He backfisted his Debbie. Good God, nigga. Assault! I ain't gonna lie, there's gotta be a new level of hatred that's just been unlocked. This gorilla backfisted
He
this
really
man's
did.
mother. That is
Spinning
fucking
backfist is
OD.
crazy.
I was about to say,
I
a
get you
spinning
hate the
backfist.
nigga, but beating on the man's mama that ain't got nothing to do with this is crazy. But Angstrom being Angstrom found a way to hate this man's
Big
mother
ass
too.
head.
He basically started telling her, you think you're innocent in all this, don't you?
I mean-
Bitch, please, this is all your fault. Because
What?
at the end of the day, you were the one who opened up your legs for a space tyrant.
Hey, he was that nigga back in the day. I don't know why you, even though you really, this dude's
How was
timeline
she
is all.
supposed to know?
He was putting on the sauce all kind of thick. Bro, pet was a good thing when they started in the relationship. He was
I
like, what's
still
up,
get-
my pet?
I still get sick
It was
to my
cute.
stomach. Sick to my
That-
stomach. It's sick to my stomach, fam.
That-
Right? Like that girl said.
Yeah, that is the worst spoiler that I've had in like the 21st century. Because I wish I could have experienced what everyone experienced with that.
Wait, you heard about it before?
I told you, remember I was scrolling through Twitter and I got the tweet, but I didn't know what it meant.
Yeah.
And then when I watched the show, it all made sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, critical tape. Yeah, I'm gonna say WWE style.
He's gonna rot in hell for what he did here tonight.
Flo really just chokeslammed her through the table like
good.
prime Undertaker, then walked up to him. She smacks this nigga across the
Yeah.
face, but Angstrom grabbed her arm and snapped it in half.
Shit.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Attempted
I'm so
murder.
Yeah,
sorry.
it's all good.
I'm so
It's all
sorry.
good.
I just didn't
That's
expect
all
that.
good. That was disgusting. I'm so glad he fucking blurred that out. That was rough.
I screamed so loud. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
This is OD.
Yeah, this was
like
rough.
this tweaking
This was
ass
rough.
nigga is clinically insane. I think at this point everybody should have a pretty good idea at where this is going at the end of this video.
Yeah.
But let us continue though, as we see this man holding up Oliver by the leg.
It's a super
oh my
baby.
God,
Don't-
child abuse.
it's
on all
okay.
too
He'll
bad.
be all right.
So after Angstrom finished
He will probably
torturing this
regrow it.
man's family, he opens up another portal to bring Mark back. After sending this man through the multiverse of madness. I mean, look at this dude. This man has been through hell and back. But Mark made a great heads-up play here. You see, he didn't rush through the portal and try to blitz Angstrom. This man just stood there and waited. So when Angstrom popped his head through the portal, Mark threw this nigga out of nowhere and plants him on the ground. And this is when Mark sees the damage that Angstrom has done. He looks over to his left and sees his mother on life support and his little brother crying. And he just smirked at him. This man is a sick bastard. So Mark starts crashing out as he should. You can't let no nigga beat up on your mama and have him breathing the next day. Hell no, that nigga's dying. So Mark had Angstrom planted in the road, but Angstrom started laughing at him and throws him off of him with ease. And this is when he reveals to Mark that the people that rebuilt his body also gave him some super strength. He slaps Mark across the block.
I love that.
And this is where this fight just gets insane.
I
Angstrom runs up to him and punches him to another dimension. And he just starts beating the hell out of this man throughout the entire multiverse. Straight up mollywopping his ass. And he's not even giving him a chance to breathe. He's just rushing his ass down. And man, I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel so bad for these people right here. Because they are another case of invincible collateral damage. Angstrom comes through the portal and pushes both of them through portals to a random dimension.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Now, we have no clue where they landed, but I'm 99% sure wherever they probably got sent, it's probably not good.
Right.
I mean, there's an entire Walking Dead dimension, so I'ma just go ahead and call it. That's a double homicide. Or who knows, man, they could have been sent to Beverly Hills. But anyways, Angstrom just starts smacking Mark through multiple dimensions again. This man Mark really got his ass whooped by a shot nigga throughout the multiverse. And then here come Angstrom talking like,
you know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
So he starts choking Mark and looks like it's gonna come to an end again. Like every time this man fights, it looks like he's about to die. Like, nigga, fight back. So Mark finally lands a punch after getting whooped the entire time. And this is when Mark really locked in. Because Angstrom told this man, after I have the satisfaction of killing you, I'm gonna go back and kill your mother. Then the purple little shit.
What did you say, nigga?
So Mark, hearing this, fully embraced the crash out. Mark rushed Angstrom and sent him flying. Boom, this stupid ass made that nigga start rolling midair. And there was no more holding back. He started beating the...
Bro, whenever they pull out this move right here, bro, you have fucked up. It's just over for you.
It's like when Chael Sonnen...
When Chael Sonnen do the double fist of doom, you have me mounted, sir, but I'm gonna hit you with both fists. But when they hit you with this motherfucker, and that shit don't work in real life, so don't try that.
But I also don't know, why are we doing all this? Rip his spine out and be done with it.
Dude, every one of these shows is built up on that slow burn. And they finally showed you. Mark is a pure rage baiter. He gotta be raged up to get his real power.
He's like Chris Lieben.
He's literally like Chris Lieben. He needs to get hit in the face to power up. Shouts out to Chris Lieben, man. Do your thing.
Fucking... rip his spine out. Rip his eyelids off.
He needs to watch more upsetting content before he fights people. Pre-mad himself.
Man, bro flew down and started mashing them buttons like a God of War controller, beating the hell out of this man over and over and over and over again until all that was left of his face was just straight up mush.
That's
finally
disgusting.
putting this psychotic man down. Or so we thought. This man somehow survived. Bro somehow still had the will to somehow open up a portal to the technicians so they could rebuild him again. And guess what this man does right after he's been rebuilt? He starts sending drones to spy and watch this man's every single move. This man is obsessed. He is now turned into a multiversal stalker.
Yep.
Look at all this footage he has. Bro has his whole life recorded in a VOD.
Just watching it.
I just thought about it. He was probably watching Mark and Eve go to Pound Town.
Oh my goodness!
I mean, look at him. He's in the fucking chair. This man.
I feel like that's the first thing you thought of. I feel like that's your first thought.
He's a freak.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
The Angstrom trial.
All right.
Not.
Holy shit.
Bro. This bro took us 45 minutes. He like, all right, Exhibit A is done. 6 accounts of attempted murder, battery, child abuse, property damage, self-schmurder.
You're done.
Oh
You're
my
done.
God, bro. He was getting so good with doing his little exhibits. He said, fuck that. I'm going back to my shit.
You're done.
The whole ass paragraph work assignment. Oh, man. I love it.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you Exhibit
B.
The
All right.
Invincible War. Now, if you didn't think Angstrom could get even crazier than he already was, oh boy, let me tell you. Because this shit was beyond psychotic. So Angstrom decided, I want to ruin Mark's life even more. So how should I ruin his life exactly? Get
Steal his
every
bitch.
single evil version of Invincible and attack his world.
Ah.
Like, nigga, what? Ain't
That's
that the
lit.
nigga that killed your son? Like,
Yeah,
what are we doing
that's
for real?
lit.
This idiot grabbed all of the Invincibles that he should hate and told them, go fuck up the good Invincibles world. So this man launches a attack
That's
on the entire
crazy.
planet.
Why did they listen?
They're evil.
But I'm just like,
They're evil.
but
That's
what
why.
interest could they possibly have?
They're
I
villains.
would literally look at him and be like, no. The fuck? I'm gonna get back to doing my shit in my realm. First of all, I don't work well with others. Get these other niggas the fuck out of here. I'm the best Mark. So what the fuck are you talking about? You need all of us, okay?
You're confusing your villain. You would do that if you were a superhero too. So don't get it twisted. You don't need to be a villain to do that. To not want to work with other people. You know, they have villainous intent. You know, multi-dimensional domination. You know
I guess
what I'm
I need
saying?
to watch the show because I'm just not understanding the motivations here.
I highly
the
doubt-
math is not mathing.
I highly doubt they show the fucking powwow where he explains the pros and cons of fucking up good Mark.
I'm just, why
Okay.
should I help you? I don't know you. I should actually pop your head off right now.
Look at the size of his brain. He thought of something. He thought of several somethings.
What's stopping me from killing every other Mark in this bitch? And you too.
The nigga with the mustache. You're like, that's a good ass evil mustache. I'm gonna keep him
He has a
around.
pretty good mustache.
It's actually just
The
such a
entire
valid point. Stop
planet
thinking
with a
about
bunch
it.
of evil marks. And
Yeah.
they went on a rampage,
Just
destroying
doing evil
everything
shit.
in their path. The White House cooked. The Pentagon cooked. The Empire State Building cooked.
need that
The
shit.
fact that he told them to hit those spots. Yeah, all right, buddy. You're a terrorist. About to start calling his ass
Terrorism.
Angstrom Levy the way he moving. And they just didn't stop at those locations. Oh no. They decided to also hit prisons. So anybody that was locked up in that hole,
That's always my
out.
favorite, you know.
Man, oh man, we
Yeah.
lost some
Yeah.
people. My nigga Rex, man. Now, if y'all don't know, I used to hate Rex a lot. Let me pull up the
they
old
made him to
Omni-Man
be
video real
hated.
quick. Look how he just bitch slaps Rex, bro. I enjoyed that shit way too much. Play that shit again. Obviously, if you cannot tell, I do not like Rex. I hated this nigga, but over time he grew on me. And man, my nigga had to blow himself up to save the fucking team, bro. Massive death. All thanks to you know who. Fucking Angstrom, man. Now at least this nigga Rex went out like a G. You know who didn't go out like a G though? Trash ass Immortal and the Guardians of the Globe. These niggas stop. This Invincible with no goggles whooped their asses. Look at Black Samson knocked the fuck out and sleeping. But I mean, hell, he already used to this. Look at duplicating all her clones, sorry asses. Dead as hell. Why the fuck is she even on the team? Like, be for real, she's a jobber. She sucks. And then the Martian. I don't know why he's here either. He sucks. If these are the heroes that are supposed to save me in this world, then shit, my death is pre-ordered. Because these...
Bro, the story of Invincible being like Earth has trash ass heroes and we're just lucky the rest of the universe hasn't found us yet is such a good fucking storyline. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so good.
David, shit. So the last people standing was Darkwing and Immortal, and they were getting dog walked. Darkwing almost died the same way the first Darkwing did, getting slammed to the ground like that. And then here comes the worst superhero ever. So he starts piecing up Immortal, punches him into the ground, then slams into him feet first. And it was raps for Immortal. Dude just stomped on his neck, decapitating him, then decided to kick up his head and throw it at Kang, killing the last clone. And the entire Guardians of the Globe were cooked. And man, the amount of heroes that died in these attacks were insane. Heroes got dropped like flies left and right
suck.
as these Invincibles almost destroyed every major city. Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, Paris, Moscow, Tokyo, London. They laid waste to everything. Hundreds of thousands, millions of people dead. And who were these attacks led by? None other than Angstrom Levy.
Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please.
He kind of popped off with that, though. He kind of spazzed with that. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, my God.
That was hard.
Are y'all even old enough? Do y'all even know who Osama bin Laden is?
Do y'all even know?
Do y'all even know
who that is? Oh my God.
I feel like all y'all know about Osama bin Laden is that fucking meme of him laying in the fucking bunker.
Charge-wise here, these all go under a massive crimes against humanity.
That's a very
Sure.
good
Because
one.
this man just tried to end the world just for people
You
to
could call
hate
it a
Mark.
genocide.
This man is clinically insane. So 3 days later after
God
the
damn.
attacks are over, Angstrom tells all the Invincibles to meet up over Mark's house. So when Angstrom pulled up in front of all of them, he told them, "Excellent work, everybody. You have done an amazing job. Not only did you fuck up his whole planet, but now when people think of Invincible, they'll all think of this glorious day. Now go find that nigga." But the other Invincibles were like,
Here it is.
We're done. Now where's your part of the bargain, buddy? You're supposed to give us dimensions to conquer. So they all decided to turn on Angstrom.
Mutiny.
But Angstrom knew this would happen. He already had a contingency plan. He summons a bunch of portals and sends them to another dimension where they can never escape. So they're basically all gonna die in there. Or just
Got it.
fight amongst each other till they all die. So we're just gonna count them as more bodies, because they're gonna die eventually.
Oh,
so
shit.
finally, Mark pulls up to fight Angstrom.
Where the hell
Because
have
he
you
knew
been?
it was Angstrom that did all this, because he's the only person that would ever think of some sick shit like this. Also, he thought he killed him. He thought bro was dead. But Angstrom was like,
that's
no,
right.
no, you hit like a bitch. So he starts beating Mark's ass with all these drones.
Again.
And he's just doing this so nonchalant. Hands behind the back and everything while floating down. This man is such a villain. So Angstrom just spammed the drones the entire fight to zone this man out. He was not letting Mark get close to even touching him. And when Mark finally did get close, this man summoned a giant wave of
that's
just
ridiculous.
drones that just grabbed him and just planted him in the ground.
That's
and I know
ridiculous.
this entire fight, Mark had to be mad as hell because Angstrom is fighting like a straight pussy. Bro was just
Right.
spamming projectiles. I would be losing it. And he's talking shit saying, "Ooh, what's wrong? Can't get close to hit me." This nigga's such a dickhead, man. So Angstrom was trying to push him back into a portal. And the reason why he was trying to push him back in a portal is because he wanted to trap him in there while he finished destroying the world and killed everybody that he loves and cares about. So Mark, hearing this, got a rage boost. He went straight through the drones and choked Angstrom. So while he was choking him, Oliver came down and told him, "Hey, yo, that was the same freaky nigga that beat me when I was a baby. Yo, boom that nigga." But Mark hesitated, and that gave Angstrom
Why
an
would you
opening.
hesitate?
A drone comes and smacks him, and Angstrom just starts falling back into his portal. But while he was falling back, Mark flew up and tried to catch him. So he grabbed his arm, but Angstrom cut off the portal, cutting off his arm to make his retreat. And after all that, after everything that he did, this motherfucker got away. Got away with everything. Unbelievable. The Angstrom.
That's
Them
insane.
mechanical dudes have in for this.
Right.
All right, where do we go with the verdict? Because I think he's a little crazy,
Yeah. I
But
think
he's-
I would put him in the asylum.
but he's so smart in the evilly kind of way. I like that it's unhinged. I like that
Yeah.
it's weird.
But also, he's low-key a bitch ass, so.
But I was hoping to sway you with that last one so that I could reverse and go back to the asylum, because it makes me see one of my most hated storylines, which is the fighting yourself trope.
Yeah.
I despise it. And I know it's so satisfying to build up to what's bigger and badder than the guy we just built up this whole time, right? Lame.
Yeah.
Fighting your shadow, lame.
Yeah.
Fighting your clone, lame. Not a fan. To the asylum.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, as we look at this massive list of atrocities,
Damn.
anybody else that would have this stat line would make the round table. But Angstrom, however, asylum.
Yeah.
Thank
Put that
you.
nigga in the asylum.
crazy
No
ass.
ands, ifs, buts, or ors. This psychotic megamind ass nigga is insane.
He's
Hitting
insane.
the only good Invincible, breaking into his house and torturing his family.
Just touching
Then gathering all the evil ones, the ones that you should hate, and sent them to destroy the world of the only good Invincible. Oh, and let me not forget, stalking him and his girlfriend.
That
and the
shit is
entire
weird.
family at that. Yeah, nah, nigga, lock this motherfucker up.
Yeah, get him.
And you know what's crazy? This man's not even done yet. He's gonna do some more stupid shit in the future. I'm just letting you know in advance. But yeah, man, that is it for this trial.
Very
Yo,
nice.
shouts out Angstrom for being the first man to fail a roundtable trial. His name will go down in history for
Respect.
being a psychotic bitch ass nigga.
Thank you. He's crazy, but he's a bitch ass nigga.
You're right. You are right.
Exactly.
You know, you had this one pegged correctly from the start. You had everything right about this one. Guys, you know I enjoy this. I didn't complain as much about the spoilers this time. We got to just get on our shit and watch it, but we're so busy.
You got shit to do.
You know, playing Bazaar, playing Tekken.
Now we're playing Diablo again.
Playing Diablo again for no reason. Hardcore characters at 50 now. I've been obsessed.
Good job.
It's, what is his name? Tally Ho. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. This is my wife, the one and only. She can identify a bad guy from a mile away, even before the murder. All right, I'll see y'all around. Peace.